pulpit here at Christ Church Cathedral. It's the original pulpit of the cathedral. We don't use it that often, mostly on Easter and Christmas. But for years and years, this was the place where preachers preached to the community. One of the special things about this is one of 3 places in St. Louis that the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. preached. He preached here in 1964. In March of 1964, he preached a sermon here at Christ Church Cathedral, and then he also gave a lunchtime talk up in Schuyler Hall, which is on the 4th floor of the Bishop Tuttle Memorial Building attached to the cathedral. Desmond Tutu has preached from this pulpit. Presiding bishops of the Episcopal Church have preached from this pulpit. I'm sure there's a long list of people who have preached from this pulpit that I don't even know. And I love this because it's symbolic of how the Word has continued to go forth from this place for nearly 150 years. It also really tells you the brilliance of the architecture of Christ Church Cathedral. Now all of our churches, including this one, have sound systems and people wear microphones. But this cathedral was built way before the time of electronic amplification. And the truth is, it didn't need it. Part of the structure here above this is what's called a soundboard. And it amplifies the sound perfectly. Several years ago, our presiding bishop, Catherine Jefferts Shorey, was here preaching at our diocesan convention, and she was standing right here preaching, and her microphone stopped working. And my family was sitting just about in the back row, and they still heard every word that she had to say. And it's another beautiful thing about this building. The people who designed this building were acoustic geniuses, because the spoken word from places like this cathedral carries perfectly to the back. And the sung word, or music, fills the space. One of the things you notice when you are either speaking or listening to music in this space is, for as large as it is and as high as the ceilings are, there is almost no decay, there is almost no echo. And so the quality of the sound of Christ Church Cathedral is among the best qualities of sound of any venue here in St. Louis.